Hi, my manifesties. I'm back. So when we left off on the last video, I believe we were talking about how you are an integral part of your manifestation, your belief, your dream for yourself. You are an integral part of that, and so I want to give you a little tidbit of how this can be proven. Okay. So the concept that I kind of referenced a couple videos back, I referenced that the universe is a co-creation, right? So that between you and the universe, the concept of the universe and co-creation, it can be understood by like many different perspectives, right? So some people think it's more of a spiritual perspective. Some people think it's more of a philosophical perspective, and some people think it's more of a scientific perspective, right? So when we're dealing in this type of belief system, when I say belief system, not to replace your religion, but these type of things, you want to understand, right, that all things can be true, right? It's just not one thing that can be true. We know that life is very complex, right? And some theories can be complex too. But so I wanted to share with you that, you always think as humans, right? We're intelligent beings, right? And we have the ability to understand the laws of nature, right? We understand how to manipulate resources, and then we also understand how to create new technologies, right? So we understand new technologies, inventions, artworks, and in this sense, humans participate in the creative process, right? Of creating these new realities and shaping the world, right? So, so a human, right, and the universe, the collaboration involved in that and the existing laws in the universe help create, right, these amazing, plants, how to grow crops, how to feed people, how to create inventions, because of the ability of the ability of nature and the ability of the intellectual of the intellect of the human, they co-create things, right, on Earth, right? So when people are thinking, well, what are you talking about? If you think about some of the biggest inventions, whether they're the invention of the wheel, the invention of you know electricity, all of these were once thought of someone that seemed impossible, right? So what I'm saying is from a scientific perspective, right? You have to understand that the universe is, from that standpoint, the universe has a vast expanse of space. It has matter, energy, and then time within it, right? So it includes, and I'm not a science person, but I read enough about it that it includes galaxies, stars, planets, and all forms of, life that exists within it. But when, a lot of scientists, when they study the universe through these various types of disciplines, through like astronomy, cosmology, and then also physics, you have to understand that the co-creation, it can be seen in the sense that and humans have manipulated, right, the abilities or had the intellect enough to understand, right, all of these, the physics, the astronomy, the cosmology. They had the ability to understand that, right, and then work in unison, right, with the universe, right, and its capabilities to create things, right? So that literally is that right there in and of itself is the one of the explanations for how you can prove it scientifically that it was once a thought, right, and now it's reality, right? And then you could look at it from a philosophy, from a spiritual perspective, and we'll get into the other perspective. In many spiritual and religious traditions, the universe is considered to be a manifestation of the higher power, right? Or of consciousness, however you want to dissect that. It can be seen as a divine creation, right? And the concept of the creation is closely tied to the idea of humans being a co-creator with this divine. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you're spiritual, manifestation has a place for you too. Because I know some people are like, I don't believe in that, I believe in God. Well, you have to understand that if the divine, if it is seen as a divine creation, then the concept of the co-creation is closely tied, right, to the idea that human beings co-creators with the divine. Okay, according to this type of perspective, okay, we want to look at individuals and how they can participate, right, in the creative process by aligning their intentions, their thoughts, and their actions with the higher purpose of a divine plan, right? Which is most religions. This is often linked to practices like meditation, prayer, visualization, right? In the spiritual perspective, right? And which, think about this too, which they're believed to harness, these beliefs are believed to harness the power of consciousness, okay? And connect with the creative force underlying the universe, right? So this creative force is underlying, right? It's underlying the universe, right? So let me go back to the spiritual perspective, right? When it comes to manifestation, is it real? And how is a co-creation? What does it have to do with us humans, right? So the concept of the universe, right, and being a co-creative it just basically encompasses a wide range of ideas, right, through like science, philosophical beings, and we'll get to philosophical right now, and then the spiritual domains, right? So when we get to philosophical perspective, right? So check this out. Okay, this was really kind of got me too. The spiritual one got me too, but then I started getting goosebumps. I was like, okay. So in the philosophical perspective, you have to understand that the concept of the universe, it often pertains to the totality of all existence, right? Encompassing both the physical, right, and also the metaphysical realms, right? So they said a lot of philosophers back in the day debate questions about the nature of reality, right? And how the origins of the universe and the existence of the higher order principles that are governing its functioning, right? So that's a lot to say. But basically, most philosophers, they always debate whether or not where the universe came from, how it derived, right? What is the existence of it and the higher order principles that are governing, right, its functioning, like who is in control, right? So the co-creation in this philosophical sense could be interpreted, right, as the idea that humans as a conscious being play an active role in shaping their own experiences and contributing to the evolution of reality, right? So think about that for a minute, right? So in this philosophical sense, right, the perspective is that there is, we're conscious beings, right? We understand what's going on, right, in this realm, right? And we play an active role in shaping our own experiences and contributing to that evolution of reality. So whatever reality you see right now, you are contributing to that because, right, you're a conscious being, whatever reality that you see, right? So whatever reality you believe, right, that is your reality, right, in your own subconscious, right? So, this kind of view gets kind of hard to understand, but the view emphasizes on really the role of the human, right? Your agency, your own agency, your creativity, and then the intention, right? The intention of the unfolding of events and the course that you're on. So what is your intention when you're having this co-creation with the universe? That's something you want to look at. We'll get into like laws of attraction and your alignment with your higher purpose. But for right now, just kind of let that sink in. that there really are just three perspectives, but there could be more. But the three perspectives that for me resonate the most is going to be, the scientific, obviously, the philosophical one, and then also the spiritual viewpoints, right? On how you and the universe are co-creating things together, right? Because we can find examples for all three, right? But I wanted to just kind of jump on here and give you guys some really good examples on why this really does work and why your manifestation is very important to your subconscious. It's important to your conscious mind. It's important to the reality that you see, because all of us can have different realities, right? So, and also, like I said, the mind talk, your law, your attraction to these higher vibrations that are going to get you to this different space, right? Because you and the universe are creating this, okay? So, anywho, I'm going to jump off for tonight. I'm going to probably get my more of my thoughts in order so it makes a little bit more sense. Comment down below if you have any questions, or if you like this, like my channel. Anywho, I heart you guys. Take care, my manifesties, and I will see you soon. All right, bye.